Yeah, welcome to another edition of Writing Tips. Today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the final aspect of a body paragraph. So by now, hopefully you have a pretty firm grasp on topic sentences, which is where we're making a claim within our body paragraphs, that we're building an argument that will unpack in the rest of our writing in that paragraph. Hopefully you understand evidence and using specific evidence to back up your claim, whether that's text evidence, an anecdote, a personal philosophy or idea. And now finally, we're going to talk about your analysis. And this is where we wrap everything together for the body paragraph. Just a few points of review. Your topic sentence is normally always going to go first. Your evidence usually comes second. It does not have to. That's not a particular rule. You can put your analysis second if you have to. And you can have multiple lines of evidence and multiple lines of analysis within a body paragraph. There's no set number that you have to have them or even a particular spot. This is usually just the easiest template for a body paragraph that we can use. Okay, so analysis. This is the final portion of your body paragraph, and it is your time to shine. Now, here are the things that you need to accomplish for your body paragraph. You need to tell your reader why your evidence matters. So you've used a quotes, embedded text evidence, you've used a personal anecdote or an idea or philosophy. You have to let your reader know why that evidence matters, and you need to connect it to your overall argument. Now that might be different depending on what your assignment is. If you're writing an essay, then it needs to relate to your thesis. If you're writing a paragraph or discussion board post or a comment, it needs to relate back to your original argument, which is going to be found in the topic sentence of your body paragraph. Okay? You can expand on your evidence with your own thoughts, ideas, and opinions, and feel free to incorporate the words and ideas of others too. Now, if you remember back to our using specific evidence to back up a claim video, you'll remember that oftentimes students will use quotes that don't seem to match the claim or the topic sentence of their argument, and that can be problematic. But something that you can do in the analysis portion, things that might not seem to correlate to your claim very well, you can actually use your analysis to help explain why that evidence does connect to your argument and does support it. Okay? So keep that in mind. It's a way for you to connect the evidence and the claim or the topic sentence. Okay? Now, generally, this is not a hard rule. It's just kind of an idea that you should keep in your mind, that the analysis portion should be a majority of your paragraph. Okay? Not always. I'm not going to give you a set number that it needs to be 3 sentences, 4 sentences, whatever. Just keep in mind that usually it should be a bulk of the paragraph because these are your own original ideas. Lots of times students get really weighed down in using lots and lots of text evidence as the majority of their body paragraphs, and then you kind of get in a little bit of murky water when it comes to plagiarism and having unoriginal work for the bulk of your essay. So if you make the analysis portion the largest, you're usually going to be in safe waters. Okay, so here's an example of just that essay that I've been writing. Here's a particular body paragraph. So blue is my topic sentence. I'm going to make my claim. By adopting a vegetarian diet, consumers can rest easy knowing that they are not participating in the rampant cruelty of the meat industry. I made my claim. Now let's back it up with specific evidence that matches the claim. In recent years, numerous news agencies have revealed the horrible living conditions we submit animals to in order to feed the population. From tiny cages, living in complete darkness, tearing the young away from their mothers, we can see this institution engaging in appalling behavior. Now what I want to do, which is here in the green, is my analysis. I want to connect it to the overall idea and explain why it matters. Why is this important? These abhorrent crimes are not a rare occurrence in the process of delivering dinner to your plate. By refusing to buy meat products, individuals can decrease funding for these corrupt and evil corporations and can do their part in supporting a more ethical and animal-friendly world. Okay, so that's my analysis portion. So I've told my reader why the point matters. This makes sense. You're doing your best to contribute to a more animal-friendly world, if that's something that matters to you. Once again, I'm just stirring the pot here and getting you to think. If you disagree with this, I don't care. It's fine. I'm just getting you to see how to write. I've connected it to my overall argument. So, and this is the thesis that I was using depending on what videos you've watched and where you're at in one of my classes. I've connected it to my overall argument in both my thesis statement as well as my topic sentence. Okay? And that's what matters. Your argument, whether it's your thesis or your topic sentence, that is the thing that should be controlling your writing. If you're not proving your claim or your argument, then you're just kind of writing aimlessly. Okay? So that is your lesson on analysis. So now you know the 3 key parts of a body paragraph. Topic sentence, which is where you make your claim. The evidence, which is where you back your claim up. And then lastly, your analysis, which is where you explain why your evidence matters. You connect it back to your thesis. You might need to use the analysis to explain your evidence as to why it contributes to your argument. And you can also expand on this too, letting your reader know in depth why your point matters. And keep in mind, it should be a majority of your body paragraph. Okay? So that's it for body paragraphs. TEA. Topic, sentence, evidence, analysis. Make sure you're always drinking your tea when writing a body paragraph. This is coffee, by the way. I like coffee way more than tea. Every time I drink tea, I'm like, it's okay, but I wish I was drinking coffee.